I've been dreaming about coming to this track for several years now. I'm doing a lot of laps in Assetto Corsa and also Ride 3 on a motorcycle. So we're all set up right now. It's time for briefing.
Ik denk het moet reserveval gewoon. Goed. Welcome. We came here yesterday. We brought the sun. You guys brought the rain. So,
So we go again.
Gekomen, dat was een schöne zonne. Hier zijn gekomen, had regen gevraagd.
Sollen wir wieder gehen?
No. So first of all, like a few minutes before a session starts, you line up on the hill. You take your service truck with you. People who are too late at the gate when the gate is closed might wait 10 or 15 minutes before we open again. We don't open for every car that arrives, so be in time for the line. And you slide off and you go towards the gravel. You lift, you let the car go straight and then continue slowly. At the end of the gravel there is still again something solid where you can drive and then continue without getting stuck. But don't stay on the throttle and have a manji in the gravel because the track will be full of sand and you lose 10 minutes to clean the track.
But make sure you do not slow the car down too much. You can use the curbs, but they are, most of you know, they are super slippery at these conditions, and we won't advise you to use the curb. Perfect line this time mainly is stay on the tarmac, not on the curbs. Curbs is no point deduction, but it's a high risk of spinning. We placed on the inside of a pretty much high curb. You don't have to run over the curb with your front tire. It will upset your car mostly. Just go close. There's a white line before the curb. That's the perfect line for your tires to be. Yeah. After that, you automatically wash out a little bit here. Do your transition to another. Actually, our only outside clip this time. Again, stay on the tarmac, not on the curbs. There will be no point deduction if you hit the curbs, but there's again very high risk of spinning. Even the green part after the curbs, you're okay to hit them with the rear tire, but there's no point deduction for that. But if you go off track, then it will be a zero.
Is it the same setup like last year?
Yeah, it's the same as always. It's just very wet. So nothing, we shouldn't go on to the curbs. They will be super slippery. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We gotta do technical inspection and then I think in like half an hour, 45 minutes we're on track.
Cool, have fun. just arrived at the Nurburgring. This is my first time here. I'm right next to the GP track, and I'm catching my breath because I just went up a flight of stairs. But let me show you the track. It's absolutely amazing. It's raining outside, it's quite cold. We set up camp, Tobias's chaser is ready to go. And apparently the event is being live streamed on Facebook as well, so you'll probably be able to rewatch it entirely on the Sky Limits Nurburgring Drift Cup event Facebook page. Yeah, here it is, the Nurburgring GP track. We just went through briefing. We had briefing in 3 different languages because there are drivers here from multiple countries. There's also drivers coming in from Poland, Slovakia, France, Switzerland, Germany, and I haven't seen the full driver list yet, but it's bound to be impressive. finally made it out to the Nurburgring. You can hear the endurance race in the background. There was a short pro session going on, but the track is ultra slippery for now. It's quite cold outside. We're gonna have qualifying at about 2 p.m. today. Tobias only managed to put in one run, and that was just a test run for him, so yeah, definitely not enough seat time. But there's a good chance we might be seeing some more action in a few minutes, as someone was just out of the track and they had to bring out the big tractor to clear the track and make it all clean again. But I can already see the cars light up somewhere in the back. Unfortunately, I can't get very close to the track to show you some door-to-door action, but I'll try to come up with a solution to maybe get inside the Schumacher S-curve.
Here it is. There are quite a few interesting cars out here. Obviously some slower, some faster. Meanwhile, there was another guy going off track over into the rift area. There's a Cayman. Another Cayman. And a Sirocco. And another Cayman.
Here's something I didn't expect I'd see today. so darn cold out here. Tobias is out on the track. I just put a GoPro on his helmet so we can get a POV perspective of how he's doing. The good news is that the track's starting to dry out, so there's some smoke coming out of the tires, but it feels like it could rain any second. Qualifying is up in 2 or 3 hours from now, actually. And I think there are like 20 drivers in the Pro class. Some interesting cars. I'm gonna show you some of them. I'm gonna stroll through the paddock during the break, and I'm gonna give you an angle of the first corner on the track so you can see what it's all about. It's raining again. It's quite a tricky layout, especially this Schumacher-esque curve. Some drivers are doing better than others. I've seen a few guys that used to also drift when I was back in the game. As you can notice, it's quite loud out here. No RX-7s, unfortunately. I was really hoping to see an RX-7 here. There are quite a few chasers, a few Nissans, like 180SX, 240SX, S14, 350Z, 370Z, and plenty of BMWs. Obviously, being in Germany, that's a given. You'll see some of the E30s, E36s, and E46s on the track. But some of them don't have a German engine inside anymore. They've converted maybe to a 1J or something else. There's also a nice Toyota Supra. Plenty of V8s, that's for sure. That's always a big debate whether you should go V8 or turbocharged. Obviously, there are those that want to have both the V8 and a turbocharger or a supercharger on their car. It's all about throttle response here with drifting. Cars are coming over from down there and then going up that hill. That's a supercharged M3 I have behind me. And it's sort of snowing. I'm not sure if it's snowing or raining, but it's quite cold outside. Gonna head back to the pits. We've got a small break and then it's off to qualifying.
So, seeing that there's a small break to deal with, let me show you around the paddock. Here's an interesting E92 with a LSXR engine inside. White one. Quite a... Oh, it's actually an E46, my bad. I don't think I've ever seen a E46 with an LSXR engine inside. It looks sweet. Poly Sniper EFI. Yep, that should be enough horsepower. Here's one car I haven't seen driving today. Looking sweet. Purple 200SX. And that looks like a JZ engine inside. Definitely a JZ with a big turbo. The paint job is sweet. Look at it. The E46 and the E36 and the E92. 3 different generations of the BMW 3 Series, all of which are quite capable to go sideways. It all depends on your budget. The E46 might be actually a better choice than the E36 budget-wise these days, as these cars are getting a bit old and expensive. The E92 might be a bit heavy, but it also looks very nice, and you can see the difference, the visual difference between them. Moving on, there's another E46, another E46, and let's check out the Toyota Supra. The blue Toyota Supra, and it's coming from France. Definitely a JZ engine inside. Looks quite clean. Shane is running Japan racing wheels, but it is what it is. Tires are quite expensive these days. And how about some more E36s? Here's level 1 E46. Here's an interesting S14, which probably has an LS engine inside by the sound of it. This car looks very familiar. I'm not sure if this was Philippe Gilliot's old drift car. Drift Team Switzerland. And that might actually be Markus Müller's old car, judging by the drift sticker. So that means it probably has a 1J inside. Here's an even older BMW 3 Series. Oliver Harsch's E30. Some say it's quite tricky to handle, given its short wheelbase, but it's still a big favorite in Europe for drifting. And here we have another E36, one that's driven by Uwe Senner, and a GT86, obviously with the turbocharger on. Speaking of cars I didn't expect to see in the paddock this weekend, there you go. How about that? I'm not a big Ford guy, but this is definitely an interesting one. An old Ford Sierra with a different suspension setup, some different wheels. Not sure if it has a turbo or not. Haven't looked at that yet. Don't think it has a turbo, but still, it's an interesting car. 370Z, which I have no idea about its engine. Let's take a look at the engine. And it's a JZ. Really digging the color here. And that's quite a bit turbo. So yeah, if you own a Z, just forget about the VQ and drop a JZ inside. Here's an interesting E46, which probably has a sequential gearbox, given by the sounds it makes. It's a bit smashed up for now. Not sure about the engine inside, but definitely looks like a pro build. And you could hear it on the track as well. And another E46. Right now the semi-pro class is on the track, so most of the cars are not in the paddock. Still, this is one interesting S13, which also has an LS engine inside. Even though this is Europe, a lot of people are swapping in LSX engines because it's quite a convenient way to make power and reliable too. Let's check out this one. So another JZ. I remember this car from way back. Still has the yellow livery. And one turbo, one naturally aspirated. Although my German isn't that good, I'm pretty sure that qualifying is going on for the semi-pro class. This is not the judge corner, but I've seen some guys drifting it. It's quite a big line of cars, semi-pro cars, waiting to go out for qualifying. Next up, it's probably the only Porsche Panamera in the world that has been set up for drifting. Looks rather strange, I must confess, but it seems to be able to do the job properly. So this is how the first part of the track looks like. And up on the left side you can see that's the initiation zone. The track is already somewhat dry. So this is the paddock here at the first round of the Nurburgring Drift Cup.
Normalerweise unterwegs auf einem E39 M5. Und das Auto jetzt eben frisch.
It's amazing that the track already dried up, seeing that it rained for most of the morning. Let's just hope it stays this way for pro qualifying too. Apparently someone actually brought the race truck, and it's the E46, the Pro E46 we were talking about. That's a rare thing in drifting, at least in Europe. So I've decided to see if I can go around the track, as I forgot to make an insurance to go on the track, so I'm going around it. And yeah, I've been walking for almost 5 minutes, maybe 10, to get from the paddock area up to this point. The paddock area is over there. It's actually further down, and I can already see the cars lining up for their qualifying run. Here goes the French chaser.
Auch er jetzt natürlich mit seinem dritten Lauf. Da soll jetzt auch was kommen. Wenn Jan kann mehr, ich habe auch schon Jahre früher war mit einem großen grün lackierten 36 3 unterwegs.
The burnout box, as you can see, but it's time to move on and see if I can get a better angle.
So here I am on the other side of the paddock area. This is where the cars start off, and it's qualifying time for the semi-pro guys. There's a gray Nissan 350Z lined up, ready to go. The wind's blowing hard, so I can barely keep this steady. First corner, not judgeable, and he's on. See all the cars lined up behind there. Meanwhile, there's an endurance race going on the bigger track, so let's see if we can catch some action from there as well.
Porsche Panamera burnout.
I've been walking for almost 20 minutes, almost exhausted, but I've made it to the other part of the track. Unfortunately, there's not much to see, not from this distance though. That's the final corner on the track, so maybe some action. I'll try to shoot some action from here. But I'm quite limited given I'm shooting on a mobile phone. The GoPro is in the car, in Tobias's car. But yeah, there's a lot of corners here.
And the qualifying line for the Pro class is starting to form. I already see Tobias somewhere in the queue, but it's probably gonna start in about 20 minutes from now. All the service vehicles are here as well, in case anyone needs to change tires. I think everyone gets a warm-up lap, but I'm going to make my way across the track up into the main grandstand so I can show you some qualifying angles. After one warm-up lap, everyone's back to the queue. Seems like it might be raining again. So Tobias is about to go into his first qualifying run. Decent burnout out there. Tires are all warmed up and ready to go.
Oben zu verbessern, dann kommt er auch dort. So. Die letzte Leistung ist Nummer 11, der kleine Korrektur schauen wir mal, was hier kommt. Das war jetzt nicht so schlecht, was der Mann hier reinhaut. Jetzt zum zweiten. Da brauchen wir dann wieder ein Stück weiter. Ehemaliges Driftmaß das Auto. Oder macht es nicht anständig? Wie gesagt, der Kamerad ist erst 16 Jahre alt. 3 Liter Motor. Einer bei Monaco bis jetzt mit einer, der den ersten Lauf auf die Null. Ja. Schauen wir mal, was vom Speed Industries Chef jetzt kommt. Eingang bei Monaco. Richtig.
Hier bekommt ihr die briefing van die judges. The guys who are qualified Place 21, Benoit Berton. Platz 20, David Sebastian Schaffner. 19, Denise Ritzman. 18, Roger Stroop. 17, Dylan Kainak. 16, Kilian Vogeli. 15, Roger Stockley. 14, Tim Weiner. 13, Lars Visser. 12, Clint van Oort. 11, Thijs Vrolijk. 10, Pieter van Horik. Plaats 9, Tobias Welti. Plaats 8, Oliver Hart. 7th place, Niels Visser. 6th, CGM, Dylan Mougenot. 5th place, Itai Sade. Plaats 4, Uwe Zener. Plaats 3, Jan Berend. 2nd place, deuxième, David Karatas. En best qualifier, Bas Mul. So now the word is for to the judges and for first Benny.
Does anybody miss a glove? Alpine Stars? It's not Team Pants, we found out already. Have you a second one, Cinderella?
So we're just visiting the main building here at the Nurburgring. The track, the Nordschleife, is closed for now due to fog, at least up until 10, but it might be open afterwards. Yeah, just a random GTR in front of Atomic. This building is quite big, plenty of shops to go about. So we're just strolling around the main building as we're waiting for the Nordschleife to open. Here's the BMW M Power section. And it's quite empty today, but I hear that it's a lot busier on race day. The weather is worse today than it was yesterday. It's raining, it's foggy, and even though I'm hoping to go out on the Nordschleife with this 350Z driven by Mario, we still have to wait and see if they're gonna open the track in time before the official start of the top 32 battles, which should go on in about 3 hours from now. So Toby qualified 9th overall. I'm not sure yet who his opponent is, but we'll see in a minute.
Go. More passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork, more footwork.
contestants have a buy run into the top 16, so it will be a little bit testing the conditions since they are super shit. We'll see how it goes. How do you feel about the fog? Fog sucks, but as long as we see something, it will be okay. I'm not sure about the judges though, if they see all the stuff that's going on. We'll see. Okay, good luck. Thank you. Situation at the Nurburgring right now. It's quite foggy. You can barely see like 20 or 30 meters ahead of you. Still, we're gonna have a top 32 battle, although Tobias is getting a buy run for that, which means he's going straight to the top 16 battles today. It's quite cold. It's still sort of raining, almost snowing. The race goes on. So this is the current situation over here at the Nurburgring. It's quite foggy, as you can notice. Drivers are lining up for the pro battles. I'm not sure how they can see anything, but the race is still gonna go on. Only 21 drivers qualified for the top 32 battles today, which means some of them are getting buy runs. I apologize for being dressed with so many clothes, but it's freezing here. It's like 2 or 3 degrees. So yeah, definitely not the best day to be filming a drift event, but if I made it here. Earlier today we visited the main Nordschleife Nürburgring building, saw some nice cars. The plan was to actually go on the Nordschleife with Mario's Nissan 350Z. Unfortunately, the fog has kept the track closed for the day, so I'll have to delay my first stop at the Nordschleife for some time, maybe a month or 2. But I'll definitely be back. I could almost feel myself crying when I was inside the main building at the Nürburgring. I've been dreaming about coming to this track for several years now. I'm doing a lot of laps in Assetto Corsa and also Ride 3 on a motorcycle. So I kind of know most of the corners and most of the track by heart, but obviously that doesn't really compare to the real life experience, which provides suspension, compression, wet lines and all sorts of obstacles and difficult moments to go through. So here are some of the cars lined up for this event. Here's a Nissan S14 with a V8 from Switzerland. A yellow BMW E46, which I've seen before. And obviously another BMW. I think this one is slightly more capable than the first one. And an E46, which I think used to belong to Markus Müller. Might have a 1J inside. Toyota GT86 for you. And then there's Denise Witzmann and her BMW E30, also packing a V8 engine. Another E36, a 4-door this time, coming from France. And an E36, a 2-door this time. This one has like a pretty big V8 engine from the sound of it. cars lining up for the first battles, for the first official battles of the weekend. Say hi to Denise Riesman.
I hate trucks.
What do you hate?
I hate trucks. My car has no fog lights.
Oh,
So,
good luck then.
no, we are not starting.
You're not starting?
No, what?
Yeah,
Because of the weather.
we'll see. So according to Denise, the race might be delayed. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to drift if you can't see anything. I was looking at Tobias's data from his drift telemetry system, and he was initiating at speeds of over 130 kilometers per hour yesterday. This is the Nissan S14 with a Hellcat engine inside, also from Switzerland, and a BMW E92 for you. And yeah, oh my god, is that a Supra? Yeah, it's a Supra. You got that right. Coming from France, obviously, still has the 2JZ engine inside. Looks pretty nice. And then we've got an E46. Not sure what engine this one packs. This one sounds pretty upset as well. So, after about half an hour of waiting, the fog has cleared miraculously, and we can now see what's going on around us. So the drivers are starting up their cars, warming up the engines, and we're ready to go.
Fahrquadern hochzugehen. Was? Bei Einheiten erreicht wurde. Und dann keine weggeschnitten. Aber okay. So, jetzt Rückgaben stehen, Tobias Welti auch 2 gute Abschlüsse an der oben mit der Masse, das macht auch. Aber der ist auch schon seit vielen Jahren dabei. Der Chef von Spiel. Ja, so, wir gehen als die Vordermarsch.
It's so freaking cold out here, I swear to God. Tobias just lost his battle with Oliver Harsh, unfortunately. So we're probably going to pack up. In the meantime, here's another battle from the top 16.
haven't been to a proper drift event in years. So I'm quite excited, especially about the smell of burnt tires. If the weather would have been better, that would have been better. But it is what it is. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm going over to see what Tobias is doing. We still can't leave the event until it's all over. It's been a very fun adventure. Would have been even better if I managed to squeeze in a lap of the Nordschleife with Mario, but I'm sure that's going to happen sometime this year. Funny fact, while I was here, I posted on one of the local Nurburgring groups about the track situation, and I just discovered that a fellow Romanian also has a rental company here, and I'm probably going to speak to him for my future trip over. I've got 3 layers of clothes on me. When I left Romania, the temperature was up in the mid-20s, and right now it's almost 0 degrees, although it feels like it's -5. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing my hood, my beanie and my jacket as well. Here's a view of the cars that didn't make it past the top 32 or the top 16, but I'm gonna get closer for you. So here I am walking on the Nurburgring racetrack, at least on the GP, part of the GP track. Didn't think this would happen too soon. There are some cars coming behind me, just fresh from a battle. The surface is quite nice. Would have been even better if it wasn't wet, but hey, still the Nurburgring GP track. Here's the Hellcat Power S14. One very fast 46. How did it go, Tobias?
Oh yeah. I fucked up, man.
Why?
I don't know.
On the second or the first one?
Both kind of. It was basically the same problem. Getting from 4th into 2nd gear into on the tight right-hander. All the way up there it was decent while chasing and also while leading. But then into 2nd gear I kind of messed up. I straightened slightly, and then even uphill it was wobbly. So,
but still, you should be like P9 today.
Yes, overall should be 9th place, which gives us some points in the standings. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, thank you.